The Silver Cross Wave compared to the Silver Cross Coast. These are very similar strollers, have very similar functionalities, but there are slight differences. So in this video, I'm going to be breaking down the differences between these two strollers made by a heritage brand that's over 100 years old. Enjoy the comparison. I have the Silver Cross Wave and the Silver Cross Coast. They're very similar. So what's the difference between the two? I'm going to break this down for you. If you have any questions about these strollers, you should email me your questions to questions@mbeans.com or just leave a comment below. We'll walk you through it. We'll help you totally, or just give us a call, etc. So you have to think of these like a BMW like X5 versus X7 or a Audi Q5 versus Q7. Like these, they're both sort of like all-terrain SUVs, but one is just a little bit bigger than the other. And that's what these two strollers do. So the Wave is a little bit bigger than the Coast, and there's some very minor differences between the two of them that I want to point out to you. So again, they're very, very similar in terms of their functionality. They have that great Silver Cross British styling. This stroller company is over 100 years old, so they really know what they're doing when it comes to making strollers. They're also nice and strong. I have a Silver Cross Jet on the side, which I'm going to show you in a second, and you may want to get a Jet in addition to this. We'll talk about that in a second. But just in terms of their functionality, like I said, both of these have these very innovative car seat adapters, so integrated upper adapters. So unlike an UPPAbaby Vista, which you have to add extra adapters to raise up the seat, on the Coast and on the Wave, they both have these adjustable adapters, and you may want them in the lower position when you add the bassinet to it. So I have the Wave bassinet right here. And you can see how stylish it looks when you're walking down the street. Great sun visor, quilted inside bassinet. The Silver Cross Wave just has these fine details. It's just a little bit more refined than the Coast, which is more simple. There's also a 3-pound difference between the two strollers. I have the bassinet here for the Coast, and so this is like a major difference between the two of these strollers. This does come with a canopy included, but there's only one canopy. So the canopy for the stroller seat is the same canopy for the bassinet. So if you're moving from one to the other, you have to switch the canopy. It isn't hard to do, but you only get one canopy. When you get a Wave, you get two canopies, one for the bassinet and a second canopy for the actual stroller seat, and they don't have that quilting on the inside for the Coast. Okay, I'm going to flip these back up to the high position. And we'll pop in one seat, pop in the second seat. They're 55-pound weight limit on both seats, and you'll see these both turn into double strollers. And you can add, I have a tandem seat right here for the Coast. It's a very similar one for the Wave. And it clicks right in like that. So, and there's a 45-pound weight limit on the second seat on both of these strollers, which is great because if you're comparing this to an UPPAbaby Vista, these have higher weight limits for that second seat. So if you have two bigger kids, this is going to push really nicely. The other thing that makes these strollers really cool is that you can put the bassinet on the top. So, like I said, with other front-to-back strollers like this, you can't put the bassinet on the top, but when it comes to the Silver Cross strollers, you can actually put the tandem seat in the front and the bassinet on the top, so you can have your little baby in front of you and your toddler in the front, and it actually pushes really nicely. So one of the reasons why you might want to get a stroller that has more weight is that it's actually going to be easier to push. The way that the stroller is engineered and designed is really optimized for amazing pushing. Now these strollers are in the upper 20s or even 30 pounds, so you may think to yourself, I'm going to discount these strollers right out of hand because they're really heavy. And so here is Ellie's philosophy about buying strollers, and I've been doing this for so many years. I've been doing this since 2004. Sold thousands of strollers, and I've had this conversation with parents so many times. And remember, I've had over 25 strollers personally. I really get it. You are not going to have one stroller. You may think you're going to have one stroller, but you're really going to end up with two strollers. You're going to end up with a stroller that is going to be large to sort of walk around the neighborhood or to walk to the playground or long walks. There's going to be a larger stroller involved. It's not going to go in the car all the time. So that's why I have a Silver Cross Jet here next to me. So what I'd actually recommend, whether you're getting a Coast or a Wave or a Vista or a Bugaboo Lynx or a Donkey or anything, get a lightweight stroller to go with it. So you're going to get a Wave or a Coast, keep it in your house, walk around the neighborhood, but then you're going to get a Jet, which is so light and small and easy. And you're just going to pop this in your trunk. So you should have the mentality that whether you get a Wave or you get a Coast, that's just going to live like in your garage. Push it out the door. Don't worry about necessarily folding this and putting it in your trunk, because you're going to have something lightweight in addition anyway. So that's Magic Bean's philosophy on buying strollers. You buy a house stroller that's walking around for your neighborhood and a car stroller that's light and go in your car and go on a vacation. But if you want your own personalized consultation, you should email me your questions to questions@mbeans.com. Leave a comment below, and if you want to see more reviews like these, I suggest that you watch another video right after this one, and don't forget to like and subscribe. See you soon.